Hey, thank you. Ms. Harris, I think your latest recommendation was that there be an independent review of this process to just kind of have a third party look at it. Sometimes you're so close. It doesn't mean the VA is not doing their job or Oracle. It's just that you're so close you can't. What do you think about that process being a regular process? It wouldn't just be this one time, but it'd be whatever, once a year, once every 6 months, some interval in which some objective person could say, let's everybody step back, I'm a new I, X, Y, and Z. Thoughts about that?
I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, the more eyes that you have on the system implementation, particularly an objective third party, the better. And you look at DoD, for example, in their rollout of MHS Genesis and having that independent operational analysis completed after their first initial deployment. They put a pause based on the results of that assessment. They addressed all the major findings there, and then subsequently restarted the deployments, and it was much smoother.
Because it's kind of a tale of two departments. It's apparently going kind of swimmingly in the DoD with high provider satisfaction, and it's obviously not going very well in VA with very low provider satisfaction. I'd be interested in knowing more about that, but it sounds like you're somewhat attributing that to this sort of third party coming in. Okay, stop everybody, time out, almost like a marriage counselor, and then kind of getting things back online. Is that a fair characterization?
Yes, it's objective and it's comprehensive, and it would allow VA to systematically catalog what the major issues are and then to address them point by point.
Which of the gentlemen from the VA should comment on this? I apologize. I've been at a series of meetings out of here as to whether or not you would accept that or even think it's a good idea.
Again, I'm new in this position, but I will say this. I completely agree that the perspective of those who are outside of the narrow window of executing a program is valuable. And frankly, we value the input from the GAO. We value the input we receive from the OIG. And we value the input that we receive from other partners.
So knowing that you value it, but I'm really asking, would you be open to systematizing this third-party review? That it wouldn't be an ad hoc, maybe it's about time to do it, but rather apparently such as DOD did on a regular basis. Oh, now's the time for the person to come in, kind of like JCAH coming in for a hospital. I don't know if they go to the VA or not, but everybody makes sure that everybody kind of resets. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, I would certainly be open to having those discussions to figure out what that could look like.
That's a little bit...
or do you want me to say, I mean, yes.
Okay. Mr. Cecilia, what do you think about that? Is there value there?
Yeah, I think that it's a common practice among our commercial customers that third parties do quality reviews.
A common practice
among our commercial customers.
Yeah, I heard what you said, but I just was kind of digesting the thought that the common practice, the best practice, which has worked with DoD and worked in the commercial setting. And I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. We're trying to find solutions here because we're 30 billion in and counting apparently in terms of potential liability. Mr. Cecilia, have you ever met with Secretary McDonough?
I've not.
How about your CEO?
No, she's not.
Is there any value in you meeting with him?
I think we did make an offer for a meeting. It's not yet been accepted. It would be common that we have top-to-top meetings in a deployment such as this size.
I apologize if you've answered this, but again, I've been gone. Is there just a succinct answer why this is going so differently in DoD versus how it's going in VA?
If there was very succinct and very easy, I think we would have flipped that switch. I would say that the range of services in the VA is more complex than it is in many cases in the DoD. However, in upcoming go-lives this month, we will go live at some of the most complex DoD sites that there are, and the readiness assessment on those is squarely in favor of a go-live in the system.
Can I stop you for a second? It does seem, though, that scheduling and pharmacy benefits are core competency of any system, and what we saw about the deaths and the morbidity associated with the current system related to scheduling and pharmacy. So knowing that there might be something else, allied health, specialties, whatever. That is core competency of any EHR. How could that have broken down?
That is, the pharmacy process, as you may know, at VA is different than it is in all of private medicine and in the DoD. That said, it is an obligation to deliver those features. We did deliver those. The initial estimate when I first testified in front of this committee in July of last year was that it would take 3 years to fix the pharmacy issues. We delivered the top 3 issues in 4 months, and the next prioritized issue on the list will be delivered in April. So I think we've made material improvements in the pharmacy module here in the 9 months that we've been involved.
Well, thank you all for trying to make something good happen for the veterans, and I appreciate it. I yield.
Thank you.